Good. Plus, we're going to hear from Aerosmith, still going strong after more than 30 years of rock and roll.
Yeah, and of course, on a more serious note, we'll continue our...
Hard as a roadie setting up for Aerosmith here a week or so ago. Early show correspondent Tracy Smith was backstage chatting with the band about their summer plans. Good morning.
One more time. Good morning, Harry. Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, and Tom Hamilton had plenty to say about their summer tour and their new album, Honkin' on Bobo. It's a collection of blues covers that debuted at #5 on the Billboard charts. The guys also decided to give us an exclusive look at their new video, Baby Please Don't Go. The video may be brand new, but the song is a blues standard, and the sound is classic Aerosmith. Steven, nice to... Ooh, I love this. And the hello was classic Steven Tyler.
To know you.
The band sat down with me to explain their latest release. How'd you get the idea to do a blues covers collection?
I think what it did was just take the bulk of what Aerosmith is and we recorded it, because you come to an Aerosmith show and you've always gotten a heavy dose of that kind of music.
This last video that's coming out, Baby Please Don't Go, you shot on this tour. Why'd you decide to do it that way?
We really had no choice. This is all we've been doing for, a long time.
Aerosmith's been on the road and in the studio for about 4 years straight now, and that's just how they like it.
You can count on you're losing your mind, but you can't count on how you're going to feel each song. Even though you played them a million times, going into Walk This Way or going into Toys in the Attic or whatever, it's a different response every night from different people. Always a good one. We're not getting pies in the face. It's been an amazing run, more than 30 years that almost no one could have predicted. So if somebody from the future beamed down back in 1970 and looked at you guys and said, 30 years from now, you're going to be rock and roll legends, and you're going to still be making hit records and selling out shows, what would you have said to them?
Duh.
We would have asked if we could buy whatever he was smoking.
Not that they didn't have their rough spots. The band's former drug problems, breakups, and womanizing are well known, but somehow they've held it together. You guys have been through so many ups and downs that have really taken out lesser bands. How'd you manage to stick together?
Because we're the epitome of old school.
Any one of us could go out and do something on our own, but it's never going to be as powerful as what this band is together.
So I've given it some thought. Either we're too stupid to break up or we never made enough money. But the truth of the matter is that there's some real sweet emotion in there. It's deep and it's thick and it's got a life all in and of itself, all by itself. Yeah. And it's bigger than any one of us.
And the Aerosmith family is still expanding. Steven Tyler's daughter, Liv, is pregnant and due this winter. So, Steven, you have something else new coming up. You're going to be a grandfather?
Lord have mercy. Does that mean I have to change my toenail color?
What is this kid going to call you, do you think?
I spoke to Liv about this for a while, and it's going to be Gramps, Granddaddy, Grandpa, Papa.
What do you think? What do you like?
Oh, God, I don't know. Papa would be cool.
Papa?
Yeah, it's what my father is.
That's nice. What would you want your grandkid to learn from your life, the one thing you'd want to impart?
That not getting what you want may be a great thing.
The grandfathers that we are, I've been a grandfather almost 2 years, and I don't look anything like the grandfather I remember. So much less feel like or act like a grandfather. And I think that's something that we're all going to, as far as role models for our kids and grandkids, that's going to be a big one.
What grandfathers do you know who jam together like this? They wouldn't have it any other way.
To go out there live and play, it's in the moment,
always different. Can't even put money on it. It's just so wonderful.
Since they've done so many amazing things, from winning multiple Grammys to playing the Super Bowl, I asked the band if there's anything they'd like to do that they haven't done yet. Joe Perry said he'd finally like to meet his idol, Bob Dylan.
And you would think
Amazing
after
they
30
haven't met.
years, these guys would all like know each other
I
or
know.
something. So are there any other things that sort of jumped out at you as different from maybe the old days?
I think this is a really telling story about how they've changed. Joe Perry invited me onto his tour bus. When I first met him, I walked on wondering what's going to happen here. Immediately, he showed me a picture of his wife.
Oh, how sweet.
Family man.
Thanks, Tracy. Now here's Renee with